When you're creating, you know, what is it? Is it all feel? Because or are you kind of going, let me do this, or what?
Well,
does
you know
this
what?
sound like,
I guilty kind of thing of mine is sometimes it's like what would everyone else like? You know what I mean?
Really?
That comes out every now and again, but
yeah.
not it. You know, it doesn't trump my music.
Yeah.
But it's just like I don't know where I can think of a case. This big searing lead on top of the track Oral Synapse, which was actually an old track.
Well, it's just that's your latest.
The latest one. Well, when I was kind of working on that, I had this like really kind of weird Rhodes keyboard that was doing that. Because it was kind of mellow vibe and stuff like that, and I thought, it sounds good, but I think they're gonna want that anthem. Kind of.
It was kind of a minory, melancholy sort of.
Yeah, but I had to.
And then
I forced myself to putting in that big saw club filling reverb thing. You know what I mean? So that's.
Because on the intro, I was like, okay, let me spell it, and then okay,
yeah. So that's sometimes you have to do that kind of thing. But I wouldn't like, my advice is not to go too far down that road, because then you're going to sound like Swedish House Mafia, then you're going to sound like Deadmau5, then you're going to sound like everyone else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's just because I remember my post Faxing Berlin days in between there, and Not Exactly. It was just like there are so many tracks out there now that sound like that. You know what I mean? And it's just people, and it's not bad. It's not, and I want to say, what everyone else says, it's flattering that everyone's jacking your style. Okay, great. Yeah, that too. But for their own sake,
absolutely,
it's good practice. It's good engineering. I'm totally guilty of trying to do what Noisia does sometimes, and not release it necessarily, or what Skrillex is doing, and then just, take limiters and do some crazy drivey Justice type of track or something like that. Just to see, that. I've got these kind of tool sets to do that kind of effect if I ever want that in a track. So it's not don't ever cover a track, or don't ever try to sound like someone else. Like, do it, but I wouldn't base my whole structure on emulation. As opposed, you want to be that guy that everyone's trying to be.